Hey, it's Greg here with maritimegardening.com, and I recently did a video about this apple tree here, and that I had determined it's dead. It didn't put out any leaves this past season. It's now, in January, but in the summer, spring, fall, there was no leaves on this tree. And I went around snapping these branches, showing that there's no green, that is dead, right? And that at the base, there's all these holes bored into it, and it's dead. Okay. A viewer said, why don't you cut into the bottom there and show us what it looks like inside, like do a cross-section of the tree. And I thought that's not a bad idea for a video. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to make a few different cuts and just see what the cross-section of that looks like. People looking at this hand, I just cut myself. It looks worse than it is, so don't get too obsessed with that. Okay, it's nothing. I just cut myself. I fell and cut myself. It's no big deal. Okay. Okay, I just don't want to have to field 1,000 questions. Oh my God, what happened to your hand? It's fine. It just looks bad. Okay. So let's cut into this and see what we got here. Okay, so on this cut, I really don't see anything. I'm above where all those holes are bored into it. I see some discoloration in the wood, but I don't see any, and I see some rot along here and along here, right? Like, see that edge there looks healthy, but there it does not look healthy. It looks kind of soft and compromised. Same with right there. Now let me go down a little further to where the holes are and see if that looks any different. Feels different already. I can just feel the wood feels rotten and compromised cutting this part as opposed to the part above. Feels wet. Look at that. Look at the difference. So I mean, that was the top, and just down a few inches down to where those holes are, got something like that. Look how it's all dark, right? So I don't know, let me get a knife and split that open. Let's see you can see there's a hole going in and down. Let me just split that and let's see what that looks like. So I'm just going to split across that hole and see what it looks like inside. Look at that. I don't know if there's some, I think whatever, I don't know if whatever made that hole is there. I don't see anything in there. I think whatever made that hole, seems like it went in, unless it went further down into the tree. That's possible. I don't know if I can cut down any further. Look at this bark, it's just peeling off. Look at that. Actually, there's holes all the way down. It looks like someone took a hand drill with about a 1/4-inch bit and just went to town on this. Really compromised. The ground's all frozen, so I can't get underneath. We'll have to look at this in the spring. But let's take another little section. It's not easy to saw here because I can't get my hands down very far, but let's see. Let's try that section there. I don't want to put my saw on the ground. Great way to dull a blade. Okay. Wow. That's dead, man. Look at that. Look at it, how it looked on the top. Sort of good wood, healthy wood. And as we get down here, it's all wet and full of holes. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but that's a hole. 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 Like, whatever got into this. Look at that. Shit. Look at that. Right? Look at that. That's a hole. 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 Right? That is not a vole chewing on the bark. That is something that got right in there. Now, I don't know if whatever that was got in there because the tree was dead, or got in and killed the tree. I have no idea. But that tree was toast. Huh, how about that? Yeah, anyway, I would say if you're, and I'm sure these holes were there in the spring, I just didn't notice them. I wasn't looking, I was just looking at the leaves and being optimistic. But the long story short of this is that if your tree doesn't put on any leaves, investigate everything. I guess maybe I looked at these, I don't recall. I remember being optimistic and hoping everything would work itself out just fine. Right, and it wasn't until last week when I just snapped the branch and was like, oh wow, because it didn't seem, in the summer there was still some green, like in the, you know, under the bark there was still some green, so I had some optimism. But looking at this, that tree is dead, and it's been dead for a while. That's rotten wood. So I really didn't have an apple tree this summer. I just had, what was left, a corpse. Anyway, that's what we got left, right? Good wood, not good. Tree's dead. So just for those that were curious, I don't know exactly what caused that. I could look into it. Some sort of, you know, boring insect of some kind of grub or caterpillar or something, I have to imagine. Just got at that. Now, it's possible that something was in there and then a woodpecker made those holes, but they don't normally look like that. So yeah, whatever got in there, it was something. And I'll look it up on my computer, see if I can get a better sense of what that was. But that tree is dead. A little more information on that. I did some looking around on the internet there, and there's a number of different boring grubs that can go into an apple tree and kill it. I think this is the most likely candidate. This is a website from the Ontario government, and I think what this must have been, or most likely candidate, was the round-headed apple tree borer. Looks like this. Pretty nasty looking thing. So yeah, you know, you can go, I'll put a link to this website if you're seeing holes like that at your tree. It's looks like once this gets in your tree, it's pretty much dead, and there's almost no way to prevent it. So that's unfortunate for my other trees, because it looks like those grubs got in there, did their thing, and left, which means they're around, like, you know, like I got a colony of them in the area, which is very unfortunate. Anyway, I'll put a link to this website on in the show notes, just for those that are interested. But that's what it looked like. It is. It says that what did it say? They're nocturnal. They're active from May into September. The females deposit eggs under the bark and in small cavities in the tree trunk near the ground. The peak egg laying activity takes place in June. So maybe in June, if you can put some fine wire mesh. And some of the stuff I read was saying wire mesh is a way to prevent. Some saying paint is a way to prevent. This website says no chemical controls are registered. Many cultural practices used to manage to kill the insect. So not a lot of suggestions here. But other websites I read, it was talked about painting the base of the tree with white paint, I think latex paint, you know, water-based paint, or putting fine wire mesh around the base of the tree where they like to lay the eggs. So maybe I should do that with my other fruit trees. So anyway, for those that were curious, That's what a cross section of the base of the tree looks like. Completely compromised. Hope you found this interesting. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. Check out my podcast, maritimegardening.com. Check out my articles, maritimegardening.substack.com. If you want to win $100 at the gardening center of your choice, this is a thing I got going on for January. Once January is over, the competition's over. Be one of the first 100 people to be a paid subscriber to my Substack page, or subscribe to my new YouTube channel, Maritime Gardening Podcast. This is just Maritime Gardening. All my podcasts are going to Maritime Gardening Podcast. If you're one of the first 1,000 subscribers to that, you could win a $100 gift certificate at the gardening center of your choice, assuming they have an online store, right? Anyway, until next time, get out there, get at it, have fun in your garden. Thanks for watching.